Hi Rachel, hi Ariane. Thank you for your question. You have shown interest in developing a thesis topic with the concept of the Coral Triangle Initiative. As you know that this is a very important topic that you have selected because coral reefs are not seen by us on a day-to-day basis. And as a result, it is very, very difficult for us to really understand the value and the benefits of the coral reef ecosystems. And that is the reason why the awareness of coral reefs and its benefits, to raise this awareness amongst different stakeholders becomes so important. And also, this awareness have to be built with different stakeholders because everybody had some sort of a contribution to the impact of the coral reef ecosystem. And for that reason, the coral coastal communities are involved in this process. The local governments, academic institutions, as well as civil societies all have a stake and have an impact and role to play in conservation of the coral reef ecosystems in the Coral Triangle. And this includes not only coral reefs, but also fisheries and endangered species that live in these areas. Now, the challenge in developing the awareness among all these stakeholders have always been how to tailor the messages about how to protect these coral reef ecosystems to these different stakeholders. Now, as you see, many coastal communities are very poor and they have very limited, education. Whereas, for example, the governments who makes the regulations and enforce the regulations have a different knowledge level and understanding of the coral reef ecosystems. The NGOs look at both the government activities and also the need for the protection of the coral reef ecosystems in a different angle. The academics have a different interest about these coral reefs. So an interesting topic for your thesis could be how to develop some fundamental messages that can be understood by all stakeholders and for all cultures and all type of socioeconomic class. Everybody can understand that message easily and can develop a common stake for protection of this coral triangle resources. So that could be an important awareness raising concept that can be used by, say, Asian Development Bank or other stakeholders working in the Coral Triangle to convey these messages across different geographic areas, different countries, and to different type of people without thinking whether this will be effective or not. So that sort of an effective message that will cover all kinds of stakeholders in all countries, regions, and cultures will be an interesting understanding that will help to build and develop programs of awareness in the Coral Triangle region. So that's something that I would suggest you to think about whether you can develop a thesis topic around that idea. The other thing I would like to suggest is about the climate change impacts. Very little understanding has been there on how climate change through sea level rise or temperature rise or change in the rainfall patterns are impacting the coral reef ecosystem. So that is an area that requires understanding significantly because people are not aware of this. You can research many of these sites that are showing some impacts of these climate change and get data and information from the country institutions, research institutions who can help you to develop some ideas along these lines with the existing data and information. And you can also interview the people, local people and local government to see how things have been changed and how they can correlate with the climate change phenomena. So these are the two areas I would think if you focus on and bring your results to ADB, Asian Development Bank, and other international NGOs or donor agencies or local academic institutions or NGOs, they will be really happy to disseminate this information on your behalf. Thank you very much.